It is a simple message: stay in school.
But what does that look like in practice, and how do we make sure every child lives up to their potential? Joining us now is Elmer Roldan, Executive Director of Communities in Schools Los Angeles. Thanks so much for your time this afternoon. For those who don't know, tell us a little bit about what your organization does in terms of dropout prevention.
Hello, Giovanna and
Hi.
Colleen. Thank you for having me. Communities in Schools of Los Angeles, or CISLA, prevents kids from dropping out. We empower students to reach their academic potential while building up their social emotional learning skills. Our team of youth development experts works inside schools throughout the school day. And what we do is we keep kids connected by implementing our nationally recognized and evidence-based model. And what this looks like, number one, is check-ins with students during one-on-one meetings. We facilitate small group sessions where students build community with their peers, and we organize school-wide events to create positive school culture while also amplifying college-going and career opportunities. CISLA currently works inside 15 schools inside LA Unified, in the communities of Boyle Heights, South Los Angeles, Watts, Pico Union, and the West Side. We work with the district's most vulnerable and most at risk of dropping out, or as one educator at Markham Middle School puts it, the students who need the most love.
Oh, that's always nice to say. Well, now, despite lingering challenges from the pandemic, last year Los Angeles Unified saw a record-setting four-year graduation rate of 86.1% of students graduating, and that is up 4.5% from the year before, and an increase of 7% from 2018. So what do you think is driving this increase?
Well, I'll use this as a humble brag because for students on CISLA's caseload, the graduation rate was 99% this past year. And I believe that there were three key drivers in LA Unified's increase in graduation rates. Number one, the pandemic forced school districts to throw out the playbook out the window and be more flexible. It stopped dishing out failing grades and gave kids extra time to complete assignments. Number two, the district received an unprecedented amount of federal emergency relief funding, nearly $5 billion actually, from the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief, or ESSER is what it's known. And it's important to note that these are one-time dollars that are set to expire next year. And what LAUSD has done is it's used these dollars to create a more welcoming and healthy work environment that provides students tutoring, mentoring, basic needs support, and counseling, all of which are key ingredients for graduating on time.
Learning loss due to the pandemic is still a big concern for a lot of students. What are you noticing in terms of gaps in education? Are there certain subjects where it's more pronounced, and which communities are most affected?
Yeah, learning loss is real, and it's most pronounced in math and reading scores. The gaps are due to a combination of long-term traumas, some caused by the pandemic, others by historical disinvestment in schools which our students attend. The communities that are most impacted by learning loss are the ones that CISLA serves, which are, number one, students whose families are forced to live in poverty, Black, Latino, and Indigenous students, English learners, LGBTQ plus youth, and those experiencing homelessness. We also noticed that summer is a great time to combat learning loss. So we just wrapped CISLA's Summer Bridge program, which worked with students transitioning from middle school to high school, a time when students are vulnerable. So students spend 3 weeks building positive social emotional learning skills and going on field trips. So we'll be paying close attention to the impact that our Summer Bridge program had on students, how it addressed their summer learning loss, and more importantly, making sure that it's contributing to their long-term success.
Elmer Roldan, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We appreciate your time and your input.